Well, guys, I think we may have reached that point now with TOTS where people are just starting, they just can't take it anymore, okay? They just can't take it anymore. No one really knows what's going on. Creators all over Twitter are upset, calling out EA, saying, what the hell are you guys doing? Fans are doing the same thing too. It's not just creators, but that's kind of the big news right now. But is that just everyone's echo chamber, or is that reflective of the majority of the FC community? We'll talk about that today as EA continue to perplex all of us at this point, I think. It's a pretty big day tomorrow for EA, actually. We'll talk about why that is here in just a little bit. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. There will be a link in the description down below. They are the cheapest and the safest option. You could use my code JFC at checkout for an 8% discount. We got a player of the month winner that's announced, another Evo. The player of the month might not even get SBCs yet, by the way. We don't even know if they will. So that's another wrench into this, but there's a nice Evo leak that we'll go and look at. But yeah, I mean, we've talked about this over the last few days. I uploaded my comments video on my second channel where we discussed this a ton, and once content hit today, and it was the same type of thing with just upgrades, not much else. I mean, we already knew it wasn't going to be anything really because we don't have any leaks for anything. We already kind of knew what content was going to look like today, and when the premium upgrades dropped today and people started opening these, it really just hit with people that this is not the same. I mean, these upgrade packs used to be kind of what everybody saved up for almost for months, you could say. Even we're saving up coins, tradable coins, or players to try and do as many of these packs right here as possible, and now it literally feels like your standard upgrade pack that you will pack jack shit inside of, and it expires in 3 days, and one will come by next week with maybe even better players and hopefully better pack weight, because Prem pack weight always sucks. So right at 6 p.m. content time, the whole timeline was just filled with people being like, what happened? Am I getting old, or is this shit ass? And I'm telling you right now, it really is not the getting old part. What did 1 year change all of us? We actually had quite a bit of fun even last year for TOTS, and the year before that, especially for FIFA 23 for TOTS. And right now, gameplay obviously has its own problems. It's been bad for a while, especially post-patch to me. I think the gameplay, I was playing Weekend League today, and I think there are some things that were even more noticeable now today than there used to be. That might be just circumstantial stuff. I'm just rambling here, but we'll get into the broader point here in just 1 second. But all this complaining going on right now, I wanted to go and see what the player counts looked like in our only way we can see it, which is Steam charts, which obviously is flawed, and we'll talk about that just right now. So keep in mind, we've kind of discussed this on the channel before, but I think Steam charts, you're looking at probably more of a hardcore player base count more than the casual player count. It's not all encompassing, obviously, but you can see some trends in here, and I wanted to see what it looked like compared to last year's game. Now, when you look at the average player count, it is actually slightly down from the point that it was last year. I'm willing to say that because when you look at it, actually, it's 46,800 here, and then May of last year, it was 47,500. So it's right around the same, right? The thing is, though, this is the last 30 days, and the other one here is May 2024. I'm assuming right now, because it's Prem team of the season, that we are going to probably have a bit of a higher average player count right now than we will come the end of May. So my guess is actually last year will have more players on it, the average player count that is. However, the peak player count already is past that. 82,000 last year in May, and in Steam charts right here, it's 90,000 peak players. So looking at that and checking out the average players here, actually it seems to be doing better in terms of its full life cycle than FC24 was, right? You can see how bad February and March was for FC24. This was post Messi incident. It was a really, I think, bad time for them. And this year, the numbers are just better in general. So are there other reasons for that? There definitely could be, right? Maybe this game was just easier to get. It was cheaper this year. There could be other reasons too, but really I was trying to see this, and no matter what here, there's not a gigantic drop in player count, at least on Steam, that we can see. So that's really all we can take from that. You can't really take much more other than maybe a higher, slightly peak player count, but other than that, maybe it's slightly lower average. It's not anything too significant right now, though. But when you go and look at the hardcore players right now, it does feel like they are quite underwhelmed with everything that's going on right now. So really, just why is that? And I think there's a lot of reasons, obviously, as to why that is. Everyone's got their own reasons, and we've talked about that a lot on the channel still so far. But what I think has been the straw that broke the camel's back with this whole last couple months has been this week of content. Prem TOTS has been, it's gonna be here and gone in all of a sudden in no time. I mean, it's gonna be over here in 3 days. It's oh, Prem team of the season's gone. That's one of the best times of the year, and no one really gave a shit about it because it's just another fucking week of content now. And that's where I think EA have to find this balance. We have got to find this balance here of specialness and oversaturation. And I think Team of the Year really killed it. I think Team of the Year this year with the 82x20 repeatable, and also that Team of the Year Blueprint Evo, a couple other things as well. Team of the Year really pushed that power curve so high high that I don't know if they realized what they quite did. And even this Reddit post, right? I want to bring Reddit up too, because usually Reddit is like more positive than maybe the average group of FC players, right? Not overly positive, but just maybe more positive than like Twitter users, I would say. But like this TOTS does not hit the same this year, yada, 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 all this stuff we've talked about already. And then the top comment just like, nothing hits anymore. It's dead. Like no one is even positive in the replies to this, where you would expect maybe there to be some pushback. Like there was almost no pushback here. So is this a case of like the hardcore players actually kind of getting fucked over, and the casuals now are kind of really just EA's focus, and that's what they mainly care about? Should that be the case, or should that not be the case? Is that even happening in the first place? I'm bringing this up to you guys because I don't even really know the right answers myself. And I went and watched through Nick's video that he dropped, and went and looked through the comments of that video to see kind of what people were saying, and it's right about what we've been saying for the last, you know, few weeks now, really. And like I said, I just don't have the answers as to why they're doing this. Why are there no SBCs right now? Why did they decide to make Prem TOTS not really that special? Why are they doing this? I don't know why they're doing this. And I've been trying to look in other spaces. You know, I brought up earlier in this video, like trying to see if it was our own echo chamber that is really the actual problem here. And it's not like the casual players are loving the game, maybe. I was trying to see that. And in the player counts, you know, it's hard to tell in Steam because like we've talked about, Steam is, I think, more often than not as casual as the console player count would be. So it's hard to tell that, and player count might slightly be down, but it's not anything that's like too insane. So I don't know. Tomorrow is going to be a huge day to see what this looks like, because tomorrow we will know if EA's plan for FC25 this quarter succeeded or failed, even though NASDAQ reduced FC's earnings projection by 2 digits for the fourth quarter. I think he means EA's earnings projection. We will see tomorrow. So tomorrow or today, depending on when you see this video, is going to be, I think, an earnings call day, and it's going to be huge to see what that looks like, because that's going to be the judging factor. And by the way they've treated content, my guess is going to be it's going to look pretty damn good, because they clearly are not in any major rush to make changes. And if it doesn't look good tomorrow and we still have content that looks like this, they just gave up. They're focused on next year, and that's it. So we'll see, but I'm guessing it's going to look a lot better than the last earnings call will, which of course they tried to make drastic changes to do that, like with the update, the gameplay update, and fixing a lot of bugs and doing a lot of things like that, which, by the way, no super sub items still. That was an update coming, and we just haven't seen that yet. So I just think we all have so many questions, and none of us have any answers, and we don't have nobody to talk to, obviously. Nobody who is producing content on this game in terms of like working at EA, producing the content, talks to us, tells us anything. So we have no idea. We're in the dark, and just eat the slot before the slaughter. Don't ask questions, just consume next product. And what does not help too is red player picks are very bad. Red player picks are terrible. I was seeing people getting rank 1s, and they were getting nothing at all. Yes, you do get a good team in the season pack for rank 1, but how many of you guys get rank 1? I mean, that's so rare. The reds still suck for rank 1. You get a good TOTS pack. If you're like a rank 5 champs player, which is probably, I don't know, that's maybe like the most people where they finish, you're getting 2 red player picks that are hot steaming piles of ass, and maybe a 3 TOTS player pack that is equally a hot steaming pile of ass. And then not only that, the gameplay's not very good. So yeah, go have some fun. And this is why I've been saying, at this point in the game right now, just try and have as much fun as you possibly can. Don't worry about rewards right now, because the rewards suck no matter what rank you get, really, besides rank 1. And you're probably not getting rank 1, so don't even fucking bother doing it, okay? Go and use teams and players you're gonna have fun with. Otherwise, there's no point right now. And I do think one way EA could try and fix this whole power curve mishap that we did see them acknowledge yesterday, I think it's do the 82x20 repeatable for the rest of the year. You either do this and go balls to the wall, or release no more new content. You decide. EA, you could decide that if you want to actually try and fix this problem. Otherwise, the problem's going to persist all year. And funnily enough, I think maybe the repeatable 82x20 started this mess a little bit. I don't think it was the full perpetrator, but it might have started this mess. Let's just release this shit and finish it all, because I think that might be our only plan here for any type of solution, but I don't know. What do you guys think, of course? And let's now go into some of the leaks we've got here. But okay, we got an evolution leak that looks actually quite interesting here. Center mid, max 91 Evo, intercept plus, long ball plus, and quick step plus. Big pace, defending, and physical upgrades, and passing upgrades, sorry. Max 10 playstyles. And because it's very big upgrades, I was looking through the FUT Police Leaks replies here, and some of these cards, I would say that you maybe would hope would fit into an Evo, don't fit, like Thunderstruck Starstruck Vieira doesn't fit in here. For example, none of these 4 cards fit. This Yaya Toure with those stats. This Vermeeren doesn't fit. Tripp or Fisher. See those stats on those cards there? I guess these bottom 2 are kind of insane, but this Yaya Toure does not fit. This Vermeeren does not fit there. One of the cards that does fit, though, if we can find it up here somewhere, is this base Ruud Gullit. So Gullit does fit into this evolution. So if you completed that SBC, maybe this is going to be the one for you. He's going to get Quick Step Plus. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. We don't know what playstyles he'll get because he has one already, and we don't know what order those will come in. But you might be getting that really nice big Ruud Gullit Evo. Now, also, there's another Evo leak right now that is interesting because we have no confirmation of this at all. We have no idea. I saw a unique Riggers tweet to start with saying like Mbappé is going up right now, and now he's up 30,000 coins, and Fut Accountant tweeted this out saying 180k to 210k tonight. There must be an Evo soon. So we might get an Mbappé Evo. Maybe it's a striker evolution right now. If you want to look at strikers, 91 rated that you might want to look at buying. It could be a pump and dump, of course. We have no idea, but it is up 30,000 coins right now. So thought it was at least of note to you guys to see that before maybe something drops later, or we get an Evo leak in one of these few days coming up here. But okay, next up here, we got a Player of the Month winner, and the Player of the Month winner for April in the Serie A was Scott McTominay. Now, F. Baba does not think he'll get an SBC card, but we have no idea when they will end or when they will announce that it's ending, because EA haven't even announced that yet. So he doesn't think so, but he also didn't think that we'd get them for last month. So we have no idea if we get this card or not, but we'll keep an update on that. And hopefully, maybe if we get Player of the Month cards still, we get 3 playstyle pluses on them. That would be kind of cool, except Player of the Month cards end for some reason, which I don't quite understand. But yeah, also Trent obviously left Liverpool. Well, today it was announced, even though we knew it was coming. We're definitely getting Trent end of an era at some point, but we have both of these, and both of these cards are not coming during Prem Tots. I know Trent would have been hard to do that, but yeah, I don't know if we can see either of these really until Ultimate Team of the Season, which if they want to keep it league specific, that's when it would be. So yeah, it's going to be a while, I think, and I don't know how we go another week without a massive SBC. I don't think it's possible. I think the community might go insane. But okay, let's look at the market now. Okay, let's go read our comment section here. I just thought about the music playing yesterday. Bro, I got the first comment I got that I saw in my video, I think maybe it was the second comment, was like the music was a surprise, but I kind of fucked with it. And I'm like, I didn't mean for there to be music. What the fuck is he talking about? And then I went through and like skimmed through the whole thing, and I saw the last minute it was just blaring music, and I'm like, oh, for God's sake. So no, that was not intentional. Definitely was not intentional. I thought about deleting it and re-uploading it, but I'm like, fuck it, it's staying. I'm like, it's staying. Okay, we got MVB. You can change the market drastically. He says you can change the market drastically. Okay, I'm down. Let's hear your step plan, or your 3-step plan here. Or sorry, 2-step plan, my bad. Step 1, exchange program that takes 5 TOTS to get 1 back. Exchange program that takes 5 TOTS to get 1 back. Step 2, reduce pack weight to near 0, then wait. So step 1, make an exchange where you trade in 5 TOTS to get dirt shit. Step 2, reduce pack weight to near 0. That I'm not exactly sure that plan is going to work. I don't think anyone's going to do step 1. I don't think that's going to help. You're right that basic economics supply and demand curve, remove supply. Yes, that is correct. But EA also need to like keep people on the game and like just keep the game thriving to a certain extent. So be like, hey, yeah, no more TOTS and packs. I mean, that would fix the market. I mean, in terms of making a drastic change to it. I guess, yeah, you're not wrong. All you said was you can change the market drastically. I mean, you can. You can if you do that, but EA aren't going to do that. And as you guys know, I like to try and read all points of view. You know, Cyber Eraser says, I don't see a problem in the Evo power curve. I don't feel any pressure to get good results with my Evos being better than promo cards. As a casual, this is a big W to me. So he's saying that, like, yeah, my evolutions are better than literally the promo cards, so I don't feel pressure now to do well in champs to get those good TOTS cards, which in one hand, I guess, does kind of make sense. But at the same time, if your Evos, maybe they could just be on par with the promo cards, and then in that way, people who want to have both can get both then, if you're good enough to get both. Because either way, you still get Evos that are damn good, and then TOTS cards are damn good, and the rewards are damn good still. So it kind of could just go both ways there. But as a casual, you know, I just try and figure out, like, what do the casuals like, and are they enjoying what's going on? Because if they are, then obviously that is, like, in one hand a good thing. You want the casuals and the hardcore players to be enjoying things in their own ways, because you 100% need both of them. They can't exist without the other. So a big conundrum to me is, like, where do I go to find the really casual players' opinions? I don't know where to go to find those. If you consider yourself a casual player where you're not even like on the border, like, you know, you're a casual player, which you're probably not if you're watching this channel, but if you know that for a fact, then let me know what you guys think. Next, we got Joshua Martin. People now wanting a better grind to waste their time even more with crying laughing emojis all over the place. Now, this is an interesting take to me because you're saying that you shouldn't want a better grind because it's just a waste of your time, I guess. But at the same time, I mean, there's gonna be I mean, you could just say all video games are a waste of time, technically speaking. You could say all leisurely activity is a waste of time, technically speaking. You could work all day if you wanted to. Some of you could work literally all day if you wanted to. Almost all of us could. So I guess, Josh, your take is like people want a better grind. It's dumb because you're just gonna waste your time more. If it was better and you play FIFA already anyway, would it not just be better? Like, would that not just be better? Last thing here, Dan Lee talks about the problem is we keep packing the same cards over and over again. No one's interested in that, and it's absolutely boring and totally manipulated is the key there. Because I do wonder, like, once people start to just get the feeling that all of their pack shit is manipulated, whether it even is or not, it does feel like a lot of the time it is. And once they get that feeling, I think that drives people away very quickly. Because, for example, these pack odd situations where you can tell EA are manipulating the odds, that makes people really upset. And just the simple facts that people get good cards for no reason other than EA's mistake, of course. But I feel like once we get that manipulation feeling in there, whether it be gameplay or packs and menu content, that's when it starts to become like, yeah, like this isn't worth it playing this. I think EA need to be careful. I think EA need to be careful with that and make sure that that doesn't happen. But it's probably gonna happen. But okay, hey, thank you all for being here and watching. I appreciate you all so much. I love you all. Have a zone, please.